Hello guys, my name is Akash and you're watching Java for You. So today we're going to study a very interesting topic, that is the evolution of Java. Right, so here you'll be learning about the Java versions, that is the Java version 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, Java 2, and how these all were numbered, and what was the logic behind that, and how Java was bought from Sun Microsystems. Oracle bought it from Sun Microsystems, and the Java's modern age, and the J2SE 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, and that is the Java second generation, and some major features. And yeah, so let's begin with the Java versions. Right, so before that I'll give you a brief introduction, that is the evolution, how it got evolved. The initial release of Java was nothing short of revolutionary, but it did not mark the end of Java's era of rapid innovation. Unlike most other software systems that usually settle into a pattern of small incremental improvements, Java continued to evolve at an explosive pace. Soon after the release of Java 1.0, the designers of Java had already created Java 1.1. That is, the features added by Java 1.1 were more significant and substantial than the increase in the minor revision of the number would have you think. Java 1.1 added many new library elements, redefined the way events are handled, and reconfigured many features of the 1.0 library. It also deprecated several features originally defined by Java 1.0. Thus, Java 1.1 both added to and subtracted from the attributes of its original specification. The next major release of Java was Java 2, where the 2 indicates the second generation. Okay, the creation of Java 2 was watershed event, that is marking the beginning of Java's modern age. The first release of Java 2 carried the version number, that is 1.2. It may seem odd that the first release of Java 2 used the 1.2 version number. The reason is that it originally referred to the internal version number of the Java libraries, but then was generalized to refer to the entire release. With Java 2, Sun repacked the Java product as J2SE, that is Java 2 platform, and the version numbers began to be applied to that product. So Java 2 added support for a number of new features such as Swing and the collection of framework, and it enhanced the Java virtual machine and various programming tools. Java 2 also contained a few deprecations, that is the most important affected the thread class, in which the methods suspend, resume, and stop were deprecated. Now coming to the Java 2 SE, that is 1.3, was the first major upgrade to the original Java 2 release. For the most part is added to the existing functionality and tightened up the development environment. In general, programs written for version 1.2 and those written for version 1.3 are source code compatible. Although version 1.3 contained a small set of changes than the preceding 3 major releases, it was nevertheless important. The release of J2S 1.4 further enhanced Java. This release contained several important upgrades, enhancements, and additions, For example, it added the new keyword assert, chained exceptions, and channel-based input-output subsystem. It also made changes to the collection framework and the networking classes. In addition, numerous small changes were made throughout. Despite the significant number of new features, version 1.4 maintained nearly 100% source code compatibility with the previous versions. The next release of Java was J2S5, and it was revolutionary. Unlike most of the previous Java upgrades, which offered important but measured improvements, J2SE5 fundamentally expanded the scope, the power, and the range of the language. To grasp the magnitude of the changes that J2SE5 made to Java, consider the following features, which I have mentioned here. That is generics, annotations, auto boxing and auto unboxing, variable and arguments, what are called as varargs, static import, formatted input output, and concurrency utilities. Alright, so this is not a list of minor tweaks or incremental upgrades. Each time the list represented a significant addition to the Java language. Some such as generics, that is the enhanced for, and the varargs introduced new syntax elements. Others such as auto boxing and auto unboxing altered the semantics of the language. Annotations added an entirely new dimension to the programming. In all cases, the impact of these additions went beyond their direct effects. That is, they changed the very character of Java itself. The importance of these new features is reflected in the use of version 5. The next version number for Java normally have been 1.5. However, the new features were so significant that a shift from 1.4 to 1.5 just didn't seem to express the magnitude of the change. Instead, Sun elected to increase the version number to 5 as a way of emphasizing that a major event was taking place. Thus, it was named J2SE5 and the developer's kit was called JDK 5. So, however, in order to maintain consistency, Sun decided to use 1.5 as its internal version number. So internally, the version is called as 1.5, but what we address it is Java 5, okay, which is also referred to as developer version number. Okay, that is the 5 in J2SE5 is called the product version number. So the next release of Java was called Java SE6. Sun once again decided to change the name of the Java platform. First, notice that 2 was dropped, thus the platform was now named Java SE, and officially product name was Java Platform Standard Edition 6. The Java development kit was called JDK 6. As with J2SE5, the 6 in Java SE6 is the product version number. The internal developer version is 1.6. So Java SE6 built on the base of J2SE5, adding the incremental improvements. Java SE6 added no major features to Java language proper, but it did enhance the API libraries, added several new packages, and offered improvements to the runtime. It also went through several updates during its long life cycle, with several upgrades and added along the way. In general, that is, Java SE6 served to further solidify the advances made by J2SE5. So now coming to SE7, that is Java SE7 was the next release of Java, with the Java development kit being called JDK 7 and an internal version number of 1.7. Java SE7 was the first major release of Java since Sun Microsystems was acquired by Oracle. Java SE7 contained many new features, including significant additions to the language, and the API libraries, and upgrades to the Java runtime system that support non-Java languages were also included. But it is the language and the library additions that were the most interest to the Java programmers. The new language features were developed as a part of Project Coin. The purpose of Project Coin was to identify a number of small changes to the Java language that would be incorporated into JDK 7. Although these features were collectively referred to as small, the effect of these changes have been quite large in terms of code they impact. In fact, for many programmers, these changes may well have been the most important new features in Java SE 7. So here is the list of some language Java features added by JDK 7. There are many more. I have not included them in the slide. I'll just go through them. I'll just explain them in briefly. That is, a string can now control a switch statement, and binary integer literals, underscore in numeric literals, an expanded try statement called try with resources that supports automatic resource management. For example, streams can also be closed automatically when they are no longer needed, and the type inference, that is via diamond operator, that is when constructing a generic instance. Enhanced exception handling, in which two or more exceptions can be caught by a single catch, that is multi-catch, you might be using in your day-to-day programs. And better type checking for exceptions that was rethrown. Although not a syntax change, the compiler warnings associated with some type of varargs methods were improved, and you have more control over the warnings. So as you can see, even though the Project Coin features were considered small changes to the language, the benefits were much larger than the qualifier small would suggest. In particular, the try with resources statement has profoundly affected the way the stream-based code is written. Also, the ability to use a string to control a switch statement was long desired improvement that simplified coding in many situations. Java SE 7 made several additions to the Java API libraries. Two of the most important were the enhancements to the Neo framework and the addition of the fork or the join framework. So the enhancement to the Neo framework and the addition of the fork or join framework was added to the Java 1 version 1.4. However, the changes added by Java SE 7 fundamentally expanded its capabilities. So significant were the changes that the term NIO2 is often used. The fork or the join framework provides the important support for parallel programming. That is, parallel programming is the name commonly given to the techniques that make effective use of computers that contain more than one processor, including the multi-core systems. The advantage that multi-core environments offer is the prospect of significantly increased program performance. The fork join framework addressed parallel programming by simplifying the creation and the use of tasks that can execute concurrently and automatically making use of multiple processes. Therefore, by using the fork or join framework, you can easily create scalable applications that automatically take advantage of the processors available in the execution environment. Of course, not all algorithms lend themselves to the parallelization, but for those that do, significant improvement in execution speed can be obtained. So coming to the Java SE 8. The newest release of Java is Java SE 8 with the developer's kit wing called JDK 8. It has an internal version number 1.8. JDK 8 represents a very significant upgrade to the Java language because of the inclusion of a far-reaching new language feature, the lambda expression. The impact of lambda expressions will be profound, changing both the way that mm, programming solutions are conceptualized and how Java is written. So, as I'll be explaining in my further videos, lambda expression add functional programming features to the Java. In the process, lambda expressions can simplify and reduce the amount of source code needed to create certain constructs such as some types of anonymous classes. The addition of lambda expressions also cause a new operator, that is the hyphen greater than, that is add new syntax element to be added to the language. Lambda expressions help ensure that Java will remain the vibrant, nimble language that users have come to expect. So the inclusion of lambda expressions has also had a wide-ranging effect on the Java libraries, with new features being added to take advantage of them. One of the most important is the new Stream API, which is packaged in java.util stream. The Stream API supports pipeline operations on data and is optimized for lambda expressions. Another very important new package is java.util function, that is, it defines a number of functional interfaces which provide additional support for lambda expressions. Other new lambda related features are found throughout the API libraries, that is another lambda inspired feature affects interface, that is beginning with JDK 8 it is now possible to define a default implementation for the method specified by an interface. If no implementation for a default method is created, then the default defined by the interface is used. This feature enables the interfaces to be gracefully evolved over time because a new method can be added to an interface without breaking existing code. It can also streamline the implementation of an interface when the defaults are appropriate. Other new features in JDK 8 include a new time and date API, type annotations, and the ability to use parallel processing when sorting an array, among others. That is, the JDK 8 also bundles the support for Java FX8. In one of the comments, one of my subscribers was asking about the Java FX8, and soon I will be making an video, that is a video on Java FX8, that is in-depth video of it. So yeah, JDK 8 also bundles support for Java FX8, that is the latest version of Java's new GUI application framework. Java FX is expected to soon play an important part in nearly all Java applications, ultimately replacing Swing for most GUI-based projects. So, the final analysis, Java SE8 is a major release that profoundly expands the capabilities of the language and changes the way that Java code is written. Its effects will be felt throughout the Java universe for years to come. It truly is that important of upgrade. The material in yeah, that's it. So that was for Java SE8, and to end up with the video, that is the culture of innovation, I will wind up with a few important points. That is, since the beginning, Java has been at the center of culture of innovation. Its original release redefined programming for the internet. The Java Virtual Machine, JVM, and the bytecode changed the way we think about security and portability. The applet and then the servlet made the web come alive. The Java Community Process, JCP, redefined the way that new ideas are assimilated into the language. The world of Java has never stood still for very long. Java SE8 is the latest release in Java's ongoing dynamic history. So recently, Java 9 also has been released, and yeah, I'll be making a detailed video on that. I have to just do some research on Java 9. So once my research is done, I'll come back with a new video. especially and specifically for Java 9 and its features. Yeah, that's it with this video. So hope this video was the most interesting among all of the videos you have seen before. So in my next video I will be coming up with an overview of Java. Alright, so where I'll be covering in detail about the object-oriented programming, the abstraction, the OOPS principle, that is the encapsulation, and polymorphism, and so on. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Hope yeah, this was interesting. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let's meet up in our next video. Till then, bye bye.